Hello everyone!
Hello!
Today we decided to start a series of video blogs on the dynamics.
Yes.
Hopefully it could be a series.
Let's hope.
Yeah, but you know what they say, starting is the half of ending.
Correct.
Anyway, I am Bilur and he is Alper. You know us probably. We are in Dynamics 365 community for like forever. I am mostly a solution architect and a consultant, and he is my forever developer.
Yes.
So welcome and enjoy what you're watching. For the first one of this series, we decided to discuss the event and very specific event that we joined. So, Alper.
Yes.
Why we are here and why do you think that these events are important?
Okay. We just had a chance to join to the ColorCloud 2025 at Hamburg, and we just want to share our experiences, share our thoughts about the ColorCloud and the in general events in the Dynamics community. Yeah.
So, what do you think about the ColorCloud?
Okay. So for the ColorCloud, the venue was great. Actually, it is one of the best hotels in the city, and the venue has so many meeting rooms, which is critical to have so many meeting rooms because there are so many events happens at the same time. So you can choose the best event that fits to your agenda, and the size of the meeting rooms are big enough to have enough of people to be easily comfortable chairs to watch the information that the speaker gave.
I also think the food was also very good.
Food is critical.
Food is critical, and
critical.
I like the buffet. There are various types of tea.
Correct.
You know, I'm a tea person.
Correct. Me as well.
Yes, and you do not have to wait for minutes to be able to grab a coffee.
Correct.
So I think this is very critical as well. And in the lunchtime, the buffet is also very good. I think it was very well organized because you know that there are lots of people going out lunch at the same time that you need same enough and. Of course, I don't know, it's just me, but I really like eating.
Yes.
So
me as well. On the ColorCloud, what they did was, actually it's a good thought. Normally, the lunch time is only 1 hour. So everyone is trying to fit that hour to have their lunch. But in the ColorCloud, they have 2 hours to have lunch. And the sessions, some of the sessions end at the 12 o'clock. And some of them are at the 1 o'clock. So you don't have to be worried about to skipping the lunch, because if you don't feel fed yourself, it will be not easy to follow the sessions on the afternoon. So since it has 2 hours, if you have a session on 12 o'clock, you have a feeling that I'm not missing my lunch, so it will be there when it needed.
Yeah. And of course, Hamburg.
Yeah.
Hamburg was wonderful as well. So
it's a great city, yeah.
You have ability to get out at night or very early in the morning. There was a wonderful botanic garden, I think.
Yes,
next to the venue. So you can walk around, and it's still, of course, very wonderful. So for us, it's a little bit more than to enjoy ourselves, and because we have our vacations for a week, and in the end the last stop was Hamburg, so we, after our wonderful vacation, then we have spared some time for learning event. But what I would like to ask is that I have this very common question or concern. We can say that these events are not like training, so we are not being trained. It's just one day meetings, and you have an hourly schedules and lots of different topics.
Correct.
So they are very concerned that if it is really good enough to join. As an MCT, I can say that, okay, the official trainings are more like 8 hours on very one certain topic or couple of days. So what is the takeaways in this kind of meetings that are like 1, 2, or 3 days?
I wish we have many hours or many days for have this training and events, but this one-day events is also good to have this kind of things, such as, so you can have multiple and so many information about what are the discussions currently ongoing in the community, right? And also in this so many events, so many sessions, you can have a basement in the topic that you are trying to dive in. Okay? So since they are the experts of the field, which is, by the way, the ColorCloud is one of the best. I like it very much. There are so many experts on the fields, so you can ask questions. You can have your real life issues, or what are the things in your mind about this technology or about this new coming thing that the Microsoft will release in the future. So since it's not a training, so you can have a base field on top of that, so you can build on.
I think base knowledge is very important, because we will come to that point that what we have learned in that meeting, but it's very hard to create this kind of events.
It is,
right? And I think the sponsors made a very good point on that one. Did a very good job.
Yeah.
I see Mira.
Yeah.
I really missed her from the Dynamics Minds event. So, but the thing is that all of the sponsors, I think, here did what they have to do. So I think it was a wonderful event because of the sponsors. Of course, let's now jump to the point that about those wonderful people that joined as experts. I know most of them from the community. Of course, I do not know each of them. But I also, not just like the trainers, but we also see some of the real community lovers as well there as friends and meet them. But what do you think about, mostly rather than the venue or the food, about the sessions that we go in? We have been separated because
the fields are different. You are on the consultant part, I'm on the technical, so that's why we separated sessions, and also we can share our thoughts.
And I also selected a little bit about my friends sessions.
Yeah, correct.
I can say
I choose by subject, you choose by the speaker. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I just go into the others, of course, as well, depending. But I think the event started very theatrical. What do you think? And I think the theatrical session about responsible AI was wonderful. They really seems like they work on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They study really hard because it was a long theatrical entrance. Yeah.
Exactly. I think it give a good vibe. We will go with the vibe coding. It give us a good vibe on what responsible AI is. Sometimes we are not very sure why Copilot time to time is not quick enough or is not giving so much information easily.
Yeah.
Now we know what the responsible AI is. Of course, we have read the documentations as well. But as you mentioned, it's not about going there and being trained, because that we are reading too much from the documentations, we know most of the things, but I think the details that we learned was very important in that one. By the way, I would like to start with, for example, the project Sophia.
Yes, it was interesting.
It was interesting. So I have no idea about anything about the project Sophia. I go to Anna's session, and after I come home, while I know that there is something like Project Sophia, not in detail, of course, I start looking in detail. I think the events, this is what the events are for.
Yeah, that's one of the main purposes of this kind of events. So you can easily skip some of the parts in the field or in the community. So in this kind of events, okay, because on some of these you can focus easily on some certain points, your daily job or other challenges. But in this kind of events, you can have ability to see what you are skipping. Yeah, Project Sophia is one of them actually. Yeah. So that's why it's one of the other good things to join this kind of events.
For example, I skipped that Copilot for Finance's names has been changed as finance agents. This is what Natalia's session was for, and also there are some new functionalities that are added. So also I think that added some value.
Correct.
And also in the Lazy session on BPP and BPA,
it was nice.
It was nice because I do my sessions as well on BPP and BPA.
Yes.
So I know what BPP is and BPA is, but why I joined that session is not that I'm very fond of Lazy. Of course, I really like him, but it's more about that. If there's anything in my sessions that I skipped, to tell.
Yes.
And if I have any questions that can be replied. So we have too many questions and answers together and try to be improve ourselves. So
and also you can hear the other people's questions,
exactly.
other perspectives, other use cases, and other problems maybe that comes up.
Exactly, that you have never
experienced before.
Ever think of, like dual right,
for example,
from Lazy.
Yeah, from Lazy.
One of the most sessions that I liked was the one about the Johan, which is about, it's more about CRM and ERP, but it's mostly, I think, about ODOP, which is One Dynamics, one platform, which is a very new, actually it's not a new concept, it's been here for a while. But it is mandatory now. So we never look at it when the door before the door knocks. But I think the session was very visual, and we can ask too many questions about how the ODAP is. I think events are important because you can ask questions and get replies. And as far as I know, all of them were MEPs. Microsoft either deserves MEPs or have experience, they are experts on what they do.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to add anything else before I go for the closing session?
No, actually, I think we covered all of the things that we think about after the ColorCloud.
Lots and lots of more sessions, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But the end session was, I think, wonderful. You were not being able to join, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's from Scott, and it's about, of course, AI. But it's more about the vibe coding topic. So there you will that it was very well prepared and very easy to understand what the vibe coding is, where the coding goes, when the AI comes into our lives. And I'm not very concerned for a developer, for you, to gain money for the family.
Yeah.
Right. So it really helps us to feel better or what will happen when AI involves
to our lives.
Into our lives.
Yeah.
Yes, this is how the ColorCloud was. It was good to have met with friends again, or see the friends that we can only be interacted via internet, and to have the face-to-face and to get to know each other with the others, who we never know. And what about the next events? Will you join? Will you plan to join? And what do you think that are one of the best events? Of course, there are lots in America, but we are more focused on the events that are happening mostly in Europe, and a bit more about the events that are most mentioned, I think. This is not an official one, but the events that I really would like to mention together. My wonderful
Let's start,
Dynamics Minds, which will take place again this year in Portoro, Slovenia.
Correct.
Probably I will not be able to join this year because of my personal agenda, but hopefully next year I would like to be a speaker there.
Hopefully.
The other one is Nordic Summit.
Summit.
This is also a wonderful event. I know lots of MVPs are going to join, which is in Göteborg, Sweden.
Correct. Yeah.
It's very near to where we live, so hopefully we can join. I applied also as a speaker, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. The other one is European BizApps, which will happen on the Düsseldorf. And the last one
Düsseldorf, Germany.
Düsseldorf, Germany. And the last one that we're going to mention is the Power Platform Power Summit.
In London, England. I always like this Power Platform Power Summits that are taking place in London.
Correct.
It's not because that I really like London, but also that I know that there are a huge effort that is being given for the Power Platform Power Summits.
Like the others,
You just forgot one?
No, I haven't forgotten it.
Haven't you?
No.
It's never been forgotten.
Yeah.
It was because our first event that we joined.
Yeah, correct.
Last year, I think.
It was on Lisbon, Portugal. It was one of our best. We like it very well.
Because Raz is involved.
Yes, Raz is involved. So
it's D365 Summit 2025.
Yeah. Hopefully we can be there again and see.
Last year I was not a speaker, but I promised for this year.
Yes.
Unless I'm accepted, we'll see that one. Maybe we can join that together as speakers. What do you think?
Why not?
We'll see. So I hope you like this session with us.
Yeah.
And we will have more. It will be both for the events, or it could be a topic that we would like to share, what's new or what's very important, and have so much more in the future for the Dynamics 365 community.
Correct.
Have a nice day then.
Take care.
Until
next time. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.